We've got our head in the clouds this Teach Me Tuesday, and today's educator is known as a real-life Miss Frizzle. You remember her from the Magic School Bus back in the day. She was the coolest teacher on TV.
Yeah, she was. Well, some lucky students get her right here in the Burgh. Rebecca Colangelo is a second grade teacher at South Fayette Township School District. Rebecca, thanks so much for joining us here on Talk Pittsburgh.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I love that you introduced me as a real life Miss Frizzle.
Yes, we love her.
Oh, I know.
We love you too.
It's the ultimate millennial compliment.
It is.
I will say that.
Right. So your students.
I heard she's updated too, so
Yeah,
she got a
right.
little makeover.
She did.
So your students are doing something really cool. They're learning about the science of flight. Tell us more about that.
Absolutely. So in my class, I am a STEAM teacher, and students come. STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. So when you come to my class, we do all of that in basically a day on a 3-day rotation. So last month, we always start with a story, and we read this story. Olive, the other reindeer, cute little dog, thinks that he's a reindeer, and he travels to the North Pole, and he flew with Santa, but we decided in the STEAM lab to make paper airplanes. So about 500 students at South Fayette Elementary School made paper airplanes. Usually teachers are not really fond of paper airplanes, but not in my class. So we made paper airplanes, and we attached our little Olive to it, and we flew them all around. I have kids coming to me now and telling me about different designs that they made and showing me, so they've been truly inspired.
This is incredible, and STEAM is more important than ever. I'm so glad it's getting truly the spotlight that it deserves, and I'm so excited to see this. I'm a mother of a first grader, and building is what we do often, and I could not, tell her to do it more. But what's the difference between your lab and a regular classroom?
So my classroom is project-based learning, and we talk about the engineering design process where we are creating, we're asking, we're imagining, we're planning. I have students writing down their plans. They had to think of materials that they needed for airplanes. They create. We talk about improving a lot of STEAM and just learning how to be future focused and innovative driven learners is improving and understanding that maybe it doesn't work the first time. Maybe on my airplane, I need to change my wings or make them a little bit different. And just kind of creating that mindset for these learners at South Fayette and really just setting a great example for them to inspire their creativity.
Yeah, it's amazing that these kids are learning how to fly a plane.
Casual, just another day at school.
So you mentioned Mrs. Fizzle. Clearly you know who she is and what she's all about. I mean, she's truly magical. What do you love about her, and do you take parts of her personality into how you teach your class?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I've been at South Fayette for 27 years. I actually was a second grade teacher, and I was asked to step into this role, and I couldn't be more thrilled. Just because every time we do science in the second grade classroom, the kids love Miss Frizzle. And over the years, it's just kind of, people would say, you're just like Miss Frizzle, because in my second grade classroom, I had all kinds of things going on all the time. We have incubators with eggs. We hatch eggs and chickens for the spring. We're always doing something, and I love to be creative. And just kind of when I was asked to take this role, I thought, this is great. I get to do this every single day. And the kids just know how passionate I am about this, and they are passionate, and it's amazing. What I do is truly student-centered and innovative-driven in my classroom, and I get to do it every day.
Oh, real life Mrs. Frizzle.
I love it. I love it. And your students are so blessed to have you. We couldn't thank you enough for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. I want to make a paper airplane.
Me too.
Immediately.
Absolutely.
I love
Little
it.
origami paper works best.
Yeah, yes. Perfect. Grab some of that. If you're an educator and you'd like to be featured on Teach Me Tuesday, reach out to us through our email, talkpittsburgh@kdk.com, for a chance to be featured on this show.
All right.